So welcome back to physics online class. So in last class, we discussed the concept related to conversion of galvanometer into ammeter. For the conversion of that galvanometer into ammeter, so what suppose I have to do? I have to connect low resistance parallel to the galvanometer. So let me recall that. Look at here. This is galvanometer, right? I want to avoid the damages of the galvanometer. So in order to do such thing, I want to convert this galvanometer into ammeter. For that purpose, I will take suitable low resistance. That suitable low resistance or shunt resistance I will connect parallel to the galvanometer. Then this entire combination is act as ammeter here. So this entire combination is act as ammeter. What is the connecting formula for that shunt resistance or low resistance here? So that is Ig into G divided by I minus of Ig. So this is the connecting formula already we derived in previous video. Now here I can consider that what is the ideal resistance of the ammeter. Ideal means practically it is not possible. So in order to make it as ammeter, what should be the ideal resistance of the ammeter? So ideal resistance of the ammeter means what should be the value of this low resistance wire. Ideal resistance of the ammeter is 0. Ammeter is 0. What should be the ideal resistance of the ammeter? Ideal resistance of the ammeter should be 0. Why I can consider that ideal resistance of the ammeter must be 0? Why? Because look at here. If this is 0 resistance, if it does not offers any kind of resistance, means maximum amount of current will get passed through here. Very low amount of current will get enter into the galvanometer. Look at here. Here my intention is I don't want to damage this galvanometer. It means that maximum current should pass us through this low resistance wire only. What should be the value of that low resistance wire? This is the connecting formula. But ideally this low resistance value, if it is 0, if that resistance of this wire is 0, means it does not offers any kind of opposition for the flow of current. Maximum amount of current will pass through this low resistance wire. Then this galvanometer is safe now. So remember this point. Ideal resistance of the ammeter is 0. Now in today's session we will consider that how to convert that galvanometer into voltmeter. So remember one thing, ammeter is used for the detection of current in the circuit. So in any circuit, if I want to measure the current in the circuit, I will use ammeter. Remember one point, ammeter is used for measuring the current. Next thing, in order to measure the potential difference, I will use voltmeter here. What is the purpose of using that voltmeter? Voltmeter is used to measure the potential difference, right? Then how to convert that galvanometer into voltmeter, I have to look at. Okay. Now we'll consider that how to convert galvanometer into voltmeter here. This is also important for theory as well as NEET corner. Conversion of galvanometer into voltmeter. Conversion of galvanometer into voltmeter. Look at here. Now I am having galvanometer here. This is galvanometer. Look at here. I want to measure that potential difference between point A and B. In order to measure the potential difference, so measuring the potential difference means, look at here, between A and B current should not get passed. Remember here. So in order to measure the potential difference means differ in the potential between 2 points here. Means in the other sense I can say I can able to find that concentration of the charge between A and B. In order to measure the concentration of the charge between A and B, Look at here, entire positive charge. For example, if it stay at one side here, these charges will not get flow from that A to B. Then I can able to find the potential difference between A and B, like that. So imagine that one water dam is there here. So if this is a water dam means, look at here, this is the water dam. Behind that water is there, right? Here land is there. Now potential difference between these 2 points, here high potential difference, here zero potential. Here dam will resist the flow of water. What's the duty of dam here? Dam will prevent the flow of water. So dam is prevent the flow of water here. In the similar way, between A and B, galvanometer is there. Now my duty is, I don't want to allow the flow of current from A to B here. In order to measure such thing, between A and B, resistance must be high. Here galvanometer resistance is Z. So this galvanometer resistance is not enough to block entire amount of current. So for that purpose, I will connect suitable high resistance here. Look at here, I will take suitable high resistance. Suitable high resistance I will connect series to the galvanometer. Hope you know about that series and parallel connection. For this galvanometer I will connect suitable high resistance in a series combination. If I do like that, then what happens here? Here galvanometer resistance is Z, high resistance value is R. What is the effect resistance? In series combination, R of S is equal to R1 plus of R2 here. R1 means G here, R2 means R I can consider. This is the effective resistance between A and B. Then how to convert that galvanometer into voltmeter here? So in order to convert galvanometer into voltmeter, suitable high resistance connect series to the galvanometer. For the galvanometer, I will connect suitable high resistance series to the galvanometer. Then this entire setup is behaves as voltmeter. Then this entire setup is behaves as voltmeter. So hope you get this point. Look at here. So we are in the discussion of conversion of galvanometer into voltmeter. For the conversion of galvanometer into voltmeter, what suppose I have to do? I will connect suitable high resistance series to the galvanometer. If I connect suitable high resistance means, so this is high resistance. Current is not flowing from that A to B. If that between A to B high resistance is present. If resistance is high, current will be low from that Ohm's law. So this is the way to convert that galvanometer into voltmeter. How to convert galvanometer into voltmeter? For theory examination, 3 marks they will ask the question like so. First you draw on that circuit diagram here. A suitable high resistance connect series to the galvanometer. Suitable high resistance connect series to the galvanometer. Then galvanometer behaves as voltmeter. Then galvanometer behaves as voltmeter. Right. I said that suitable high resistance. Theoretical I said high resistance. Practical I want to calculate that how much amount of high resistance I need to connect series to this galvanometer. Means mathematical tool I need to calculate that what should be this high resistance value. Look at here. For that mathematical calculation from Ohm's law. From Ohm's law I can take V equal to I into R here. Look at here. Here I means current through the galvanometer. That current I can take it as Ig here. Here R means effective. R you can consider as R effective here. Right. What is the R effective value here? So G and R both are in series combination. Shall I take this one as, instead of R effective, shall I take it as R plus of G? R plus of G I can take it here. What is the connecting formula here? So R effective, effect resistance between A and B, these two are in series combination. That's what I write it as R plus of G. If Ig I will take it into left side. V divided by Ig, which is equal to R plus of G. I want to find that high resistance value, R value, right? R, which is equal to V divided by Ig minus of G. This is the connecting formula to determine the value of high resistance. Look at here. Here V indicates that voltmeter range. Voltmeter range you can consider a range of the voltmeter. Capital G represents that galvanometer resistance. Galvanometer resistance. Here Ig represents that current through the galvanometer. Current through the galvanometer, right? So this is the way to connect, means this is the way to convert that galvanometer into voltmeter. So hope you get this thing. In case of ammeter, I said ideal resistance of the ammeter is 0. So ideal resistance of the ammeter is 0, I said. Then in the similar way, what is the ideal resistance of the voltmeter? It means that what should be the value of high resistance, maximum possible of high resistance value. Look at here, between A and B current is not flowing, means what must be the high value possible here? Infinite resistance I need to connect. If the resistance value is infinite, means then current will not flow from that A to B. Then what is the answer here? Ideal resistance of the voltmeter. Ideal resistance of the voltmeter is infinite. Why should I take that ideal resistance of the voltmeter is infinite? Why? Because between that A and B current should not flow. If the current is not flowing, means what should be the maximum possible resistance value? Here if I connect that infinite resistance, then current will not get pass here. So that's what I can take, that ideal resistance of the voltmeter is infinite, whereas ideal resistance of the ammeter is 0. Then what is the difference between that ammeter and voltmeter? So that is also important for 3 marks in annual examination. Question they may ask like so. Write the difference between ammeter and voltmeter. Wait a minute. They may ask the question like so. Write that difference between ammeter and voltmeter. So what is our answer then? First thing, for what purpose ammeter we are using? Ammeter, and here voltmeter. First thing is, I don't want to write, just I will explain here. Ammeter is used to measure that current in the circuit, whereas voltmeter is used to measure that potential difference across the circuit. Next, how to convert that galvanometer into ammeter here? By connecting suitable low resistance to galvanometer. If I connect that low resistance to the galvanometer, then this galvanometer behaves as ammeter. And in case of voltmeter, suitable high resistance. Suitable high resistance, connect series to the galvanometer. What is the mathematical value of low resistance or shunt resistance value here? Formula, shunt resistance is S is equal to Ig into G divided by I minus of Ig. What is the value of high resistance? High resistance. What's the value of high resistance? V divided by Ig minus of G. Now, third one. Now look at here, the main question. In order to measure that current in the circuit, so ammeter should be connect series to the circuit. Remember one point here, ammeter is always connect series to the circuit here. In order to measure that current in any circuit, I have to connect that ammeter series to the circuit. Look at here, don't get confused here. by converting galvanometer into ammeter, low resistance you have to connect parallel here. So sorry, I forgot to write suitable low resistance parallel to galvanometer, then that galvanometer behaves as ammeter here. Now I have ammeter here, I want to measure that current in any circuit. Let me give an example here. Verification of Ohm's law. This is one circuit, right? This is one wire. Now in this circuit I want to find that current and as well as potential difference. In order to measure that current in the circuit, always I can connect that ammeter series to the circuit. So this is one circuit. For this circuit I will place ammeter here. So this ammeter is series to the circuit. So look at here, ammeter is always connect series to the circuit, and one more common sense, why should I connect series to the circuit only? Why? Because in case of series combination, which of the quantity will be remain same? In series combination current is remain same, so that's what I can connect that ammeter always series to the circuit. Then in this circuit I want to find that potential difference. So in order to measure the potential difference, which device I will use here? Voltmeter. Look at here. So in order to measure that potential difference in the circuit, voltmeter is always connect parallel to the circuit. So this is the circuit, this is the voltmeter. Circuit and voltmeter are parallel. In case of parallel combination, which quantities remain same? In case of parallel combination, potential differences remain same. So that's what voltmeter is always connect parallel to the circuit. So remember that fourth point here. Voltmeter is connect parallel to this circuit. So this is about difference between ammeter and voltmeter. This completes that moving charges and magnetism.